But the hat is
Oh,
very, I like it.
yeah. Thank you, bro.
What's the Zulu statue you got going on? Is that
I
Nigel?
like your energy.
Is that Nigel in the background?
You mean this?
Is that Nigel, bro?
No, this is the panda, bro.
No, no, next to that. Next to that.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like him. Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, let's get this interview going, bro.
Yeah,
Nice to
bro.
meet you, bro. What is your name?
My name is Nemanja. The English people, because of that N-Y, they are like spelling it Nemanja, but it's Nemanja on
Nemanja.
Serbian.
Like, is it Spanish?
Serbian.
Serbian, but the
But
J
I'm
is a
looking
U.
like a Spanish guy, like a Mexican G.
It's like, James. We say James. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a Y,
I know,
not
I
a
know.
J. Yeah, don't worry, bro. I know it. Don't worry, man. It's cool. So you're Amanya.
Yeah, Nemanja.
Nemanja.
Yes.
Nemanja, welcome to the stream, bro. It's
Thank you, bro.
lovely.
Thank you. It's really an honor. Thank you.
Right, let's do this. So what campus are you in and how long have you been part of the real world?
I'm in the real world right now. It's gonna be third year, so 3 years. I'm the part in the copywriting campus, and I was at the beginning like I got in this trap. You have all of the information. You want to see everything. You want to make money quickly. You want to check this campus. You want to check that campus. So I was going in everything, but I find myself into the copywriting, so I stick to that right now.
Excellent. Let's talk about that quickly. So when when you first joined, you're saying that it was all over the place, as in you didn't know what you were going to do. And it kind of, took your focus away from maybe what the niche that was for you.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you get around that? How did you finally find the campus that you settled into?
So it's basically when I joined, I had that fear of asking the questions, and I see a lot of people have it because you're brand new. You see all of those wins. You see students are just conquering, winning, and they're here, and in your head you are there, and you're just afraid to ask the questions. So when I break that barrier to
Yeah.
just ask the questions, ask for the help, basically
Mm.
that's like that. Then I got the students like saying, hey, if you're doing this, if you have that, if you don't have money to invest, if you're willing to study, and like if you're in school or have other like things to do, I prefer that you should stick to copywriting or the SMMCA campus, something of that. So basically I just asked for the help, and the guys were helping me, so basically like that.
That's amazing, bro. And so you found the Copyright Campus. What is it about the Copyright Campus that worked for you and why?
Bro, everything. I mean, from the professor, from the community, every guys. I mean, in the every campus, everything is great. I mean, but in the copywriting, I find it because um, I think I am a creative person. I mean, everybody is, but I just love to sit down to create the copy, to create the funnels for the businesses. I just found that like interesting, and I found myself into it, and then just boom,
Amazing.
magic
So
is
let's talk,
happening.
let's talk about your business now. So, what business did you start off of the Copyright Campus, and how did you launch that business? How did that help you? How did the real world help you launch that business?
Okay, so first, professor and copywriting campus helped me to get that first client, basically with that first outreach.
Yeah,
And at the beginning, I was outreaching to people, friends, family, like, do you have the business? I started studying this and that.
yeah,
I can help you with this and that. So basically, I got the first construction company from my hometown
yeah.
that I started working with them. I do Google Ads and SEO and landing page setup for them, and I got them. They didn't have any online presence. They didn't have a website, Instagram, nothing. They're just doing everything on referrals. So that system that I learned in the copywriting and implemented into their business got them in the first month 57 new qualified leads, and
Okay.
they made 80K from that project. So then I used that case study that I got from them, and professor taught me how to, like, with that case study, scale and get bigger and better clients, and then charging the service, etc., etc. So
So how is?
basically,
Go on. Sorry, finish what you're saying. So
so
basically,
basically, I'm now doing the Google ads and SEO for the construction companies here in Serbia.
and the real world taught you how to do that from scratch.
Yeah, from scratch, bro. From scratch.
You never had
From
any
totally,
stuff
yeah,
before. This is purely new to you, and you've done it from scratch.
yeah, from
Amazing.
scratch.
And who is your professor, bro?
Andrew.
Professor Andrew. I've heard great
Yeah,
things. Honestly, I've
yeah,
heard really good things about Andrew. Very clever
yeah.
man.
He's
Now,
G. He's a G.
okay, so what was the first time you realized that you were, you know, escaping the 9 to 5 life? At what point did you realize you were escaping that 9 to 5 life? And what did you get to reward yourself with the money that you made?
Yeah. So when I first get the payment for the from the second client, I got with that case study. It was 500 euros,
Yep.
and that feeling, like when I made that money, when I know I did something for that, I was like, yeah, bro, like that, this is the way out. I'm like, I'm free right now because I have something that other people need, that other businesses need, and I have this skill for the life, and I know I will not be the slave for the rest of my life. So that was the moment when I realized I can basically live whatever life I want.
Yeah.
So that was for that question. And for the other one, when I first made, it was 2 months ago, when I first made 5K from the deal.
Yeah.
I like the watches. I like, because I'm a man. We all like the watches, the cars, etc., etc. But that first money I used to go with my family on vacation, to take them on a dinner, to take them on the nice just thing in the nature, and we were just having the fun. And like, because I am the guy who in the high school, I was like really, I did all of the sins, bro. I was a drug addict, I was a alcohol addict, I was a gambler, like
Hmm.
everything you can just imagine, just the lowest part, you know. So my parents are basically in some moment like thinking, okay, we'll just dig our hands of him, you know. We were like not gonna put our time and energy into him because he doesn't seem to have a very nice future. So that vocation really means a lot to me, just to show them, hey, look, I'm not that the other person. I'm like the other guy. I'm born again. I'm working. Everything's gonna be fine. And yeah, that's because it means a lot to me. And
That is
that's what
more than.
I want to say about the real world. Yeah, I mean, making money with the platform and with the information you have from the real world, it's really easy. But for me, what is interesting, when I joined, it really changed me, like the whole person, like who I am. Like
Yeah.
literally, it's teaching you how to become a more valuable person, a more better man, girl, whatever. So that's really what I like about it.
Do you know what, bro? That's one of the most honest takes I've ever had on an interview, and it's actually so honorable to, to hear your truth.
Yeah,
And the fact that you've overcome such obstacles, bro. I've been around drugs, I've been around violence, I've been around alcohol. I come from a town that's struck with poverty. You know,
yeah,
I've
UK, bro. Yeah, I know.
you know I've been through what you've been through.
Yeah,
I've fallen out with my parents. I have, I've been through it, so I know what you're up against. And to come back from that and to join the real world must have changed you massively. And I could
yeah,
tell that you're a family-based guy, because what you did was you made enough money not to spend on yourself, not to buy a
yeah,
motorbike, not to buy anything flash. You went and took your family on holiday and you brought them out
yeah,
for nice experiences, and that is worth more to me than anything that you could buy objectively. But also,
yeah,
what a motivator to make you do more. What a motivator.
yeah,
So no, I'm actually so proud to hear your story, mate. And
yeah.
how's your
Thank you, man.
how's your
Thank you.
relationship now? How's your relationship with your parents now?
Everything's basically everything changed, bro. We are like talking every day right now. Everything's fine. Everything's like how it should be. Like the normal stuff, the normal thing, the natural thing, the God's thing. That's how it's right now. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. And I mean, yeah, I'm so grateful for the platform and everything. So basically changed my life. And when I see those comments, I'm it's the little town. It's like 7,000 people, you know, and there's no so much uh, people who are like wanting to achieve something grateful, and they're thinking when the Tate became famous in that year, everybody's like, oh, scammer and
Yeah.
everything and blah 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 and blah blah. And when I because I that's what I learned from the real world as well, like to help people. If you're in the if you have the opportunity, like try to help somebody, to give the informations. And when I'm there in my hometown, I'm saying to those friends that are still doing those kind of things I used to do, like, hey, you see, I'm here for the 3 years. I changed my whole life. I changed my whole personality. Try it. Kind, no, bro, like, you know, it's all the scam, blah 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 blah. And then I realized, I mean, it's not for everybody. And yeah, you're just
I think a lot of people are
doing
lazy.
good.
A lot of people join the real world in some sort of expectation that they can
Yeah,
join it, do nothing, and make money.
yeah.
That's not how the world
It's
works.
gonna put from the sky. It's gonna land from the sky. You know. Yeah,
As you
yeah.
know, that's not how it works. So, what is it about the campus and the professor that changed your outlook, and what changed your mindset? Who helped you with that, and how did you go about it?
For the mindset in the copywriting campus, we have something called the morning power up call, where the professor every morning he's doing lessons for the 15, 20, 30 minutes. It depends on the topic, and he
Hmm.
just gave us the like how you should look at the life and how you should respond to some things that happen to you and everything. Basically, he's teaching us how to think
Yeah,
as a real man's, and
yeah,
how you should perform and how you should act, etc., etc. So that helped me a lot with the mindset, with the calls, with the work, with the family relationships, with everything, bro, with everything. And the in the main campus, I think, how is it called, we have the Tate's library of the
yeah,
mindset. Yeah, and those, bro, I watch it like 5 times every
yeah,
lesson. It's crazy. And
yeah.
I just can feel your energy now. I mean, you know it. I just can feel the energy he's in the video. It's not like the live, but I can feel it, you know. And
It's
after
good.
the video, I'm so like pumped. Let's go, come on, let's do.
This
Not
is
like,
why you can't go out with me on a night out. Yeah,
yeah, bro, exactly, exactly. Exactly.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. So you joined the copyright campus. Your professor is Andrew. You've got how many clients have you acquired now?
Right now, I'm working with 4 clients, and I'm doing I created a campaign for myself for my offer. I have the ad and the landing page, and people will look at the ad, go to the page. Then I have their VSL video. After the VSL video, they have the Calendly link. They can book a call. So basically, after this podcast, I have 4 sales calls after this. So
Amazing, amazing.
work doesn't stop.
Oh, it never stops. That's the truth, and it
Never
doesn't
stops.
stop. And you
Never
never stop
stops.
spending. There's always something to pay for. So and it's not getting any cheaper, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's good. So talk to me about you know your mistakes that you made. So I want to go back to the mistakes you made, so we can help students who first join,
Yeah.
what to do. So what would you recommend that a new student does? Would you recommend that they join one campus, multiple campuses, or would you know, tell them to study
I
what they want, or how would you go about it?
Yeah, I think right now they updated the real world. So when you first join, I think you have this I think you have some questions to answer, and based on those questions, they recommend you what's the best campus for you. So that's the first thing that helps a lot of people who joined right now. And the mistakes I made, and I think most percentage of the people who are joining are making, is that what we talk about, you just joined and you think the money will come from the sky. No, I mean, you need to go out from your comfort zone and do something you didn't do in the past if you want the different results and the different outcome.
Yeah.
So basically, I will just say the people, and I'm saying to them right now when I'm in the platform, just chatting and patrolling. Like, you have the instructions, you have everything laid down, what to do in which step, how to do it, what tools to use. Basically, you have everything laid down to you. That's how good professors are in there, bro. Just everything puts in front of your eyes. You just need to sit there and just drive the Lambo.
And
Just
learn
drive.
and listen.
Just drive it. Yeah.
Right. I like
Don't
it.
think. Don't think. Don't overthinking. Don't think. Oh, what's gonna happen if they don't respond? What's gonna happen if this and that? Don't think. Just sit and drive. That's basically it. And
Nice.
success is gonna come.
Nice. Can you tell me a bit about how valuable the real world is to you? What you think the real world is worth per month, and then how much you've made from the real world?
I think the real world is worth a lot, man. For the $50, I think that's a cheap. That I think that's a very cheap. The price, I mean, the value you get only from the professor who is making, I don't know how much he's making, but he's making a lot of money. The value you get from meeting the other people. Basically, I don't have the people I meet in person here because nobody in my area right now is like on that level to think like and have goals who I have. So I only speak and we have like weekly calls with the guys who I met in Copywriting Campus. That's the first thing I found the real brothers. That's and just look the value of that in like next 10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And the value from the professor and it should be far more than the $50, bro. I think that first.
Yeah.
The second, I made 16K in total from the real world, and I'll explain why. I said I'm 3 years here,
Hmm.
and in that beginning, I made that mistake because I was as well the guy who is thinking, "Oh, money will just come from the sky. I just need to watch the videos, do nothing, and everything's gonna be fine." Then I switched to the other campus and blah 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 blah. And when I really then understand that I really need to go after and from my comfort zone and do really something, that was like about 1 year after I joined.
Yeah.
And then I really started working and taking action and making money. So basically, in the past 5 months, I saw real growth. That's where I made the best money, a lot of money from that.
Nice.
And
So it's
right now, I'm scaling.
when you focused, concentrated, and did exactly what the program told you
Yeah,
to. It's
yeah,
when you started
exactly,
making good money.
exactly, exactly.
Excellent.
Just as I said, you don't think like, yeah, I should do this, I should do that. I see the guys, for example, in the copywriting campus, the structure of the lessons is first you start doing outreach without any knowledge of the ads of the how you're gonna help people, etc., etc. And when you schedule that first sales call, you
Mhm.
have after that the lesson what you should take from the sales call, what questions to ask, etc., etc. And the guys are worried, oh, like, why I should go and start speaking with the person because I don't know how to help them, should I just first learn? No, bro, just don't think. It's perfectly created. Just stick to it, do as it says, and everything's gonna be fine. Basically.
Beautiful. And how do you plan to scale your business using the real world next? What's next for you?
So the first thing right now is I want to scale and deliver for those clients so I can draw in the war room,
Hmm.
and I see a lot of value there as well. And I have a goal, a target for this year, how I'm gonna scale to 20K per month.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know how I'm gonna scale it like to 1,500K per month, etc., etc. And that's why I think the war room is gonna be so much valuable, and that's why I want to join it. So it's just the levels.
Sometimes you have to speculate to accumulate. That's a great take. It's a great take. Well, bro, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure of mine to have you today. And
Yeah, bro.
hopefully one day I'll see you in the war room at one of the events and we can have a coffee and have a laugh about this interview.
It's gonna be an honor. It's gonna be an honor. I just have one last unofficial question for you.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
take a picture? Can I take a picture with my phone from this, bro?
Yes, you can, G.
Is it gonna? Yeah.
You can take a picture of us, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And let's bring the Nigel here.
Yeah, bring Nigel too. Nice.
Thank you, bro, so much.
No
It means
worries,
a
G.
lot to
Thanks for
me.
your time. Have a great day. See you soon. Love, bro.
You too, sir. Bye bye.